Good afternoon. In a bit I will speak about those containers which are interesting, and like how different configuration completely change the effect, and you've seen it. And also, what you can learn from it. I will say just, the TLDR of all of this is that since it's like, it's only as you understand, these are the Titanic colors, not like human colors. Like humans, for humans you use red, so it's not of great importance. And of course, that for the Titan that suffers immensely, or on the other end, enjoy it immensely. And I can say why I don't think that this is contradictory from the moral perspective of my own understanding of the situation. If you wonder is he crazy? No, I'm not crazy. And my stand with regards to the Titans, to the female Titans, is very clear. But yes, maybe I should reiterate it. So yes, they can both suffer from it and enjoy from it, and both can be justified. But all of this is not that important, because my main issue is humans, like Homo sapiens. They are the ones that are to be blamed for my for my captivity, and they should rescue me from my captivity. Yes, of course, I think the Titan should help. Of course, they should need to move arms and legs, but it's still a Terran planet. This planet will belong to Homo sapiens. It's still true. So yes, certainly later this evening I will either find new speakers and paint them red, or just paint this one red, and we will do the same exercise that we've already been through today with the the problem the Titans had with the ears, but now it will be humans. So it will be a much larger scale, and probably it's going to be very interesting, also from research point of view. There are more things that I want to do. I'm really I really want to do another attempt at the ring experiment, but maybe I will start with a magnification or enlargement of life form, because we've seen such big ones that it's a shame if we will not try to actually create even larger than these. Maybe something in the order of magnitude of tens of centimeters could be very interesting. But people really want me to actually perform P test all the time. So actually afternoon, so I peed just now, and I created 3 samples. So it's going to be a little bit statistically significant. And I understand that people are very interested in these results, and this could be of all sorts of reasons. Of course, they don't want. They do not wish me. It's. We know who we are dealing with. The only thing about themselves. But yes, there is a kind of I can see why such experiment can have implication on people that either have the disease or had it in the past, or they fear that they will someday get it. Anyway, let's just take a look at the slides. I'm going to review it very quickly, because it's still ongoing process, and we should it's important to see the trajectory of how things are going, and to completely change the containers. If you see that you got something completely wrong, we've seen yesterday. But so that's so it's important that to change direction if you see that something goes horribly wrong. But other than that, we should give it some time. For the process to become to show results that are statistically significant. So it's a magnification of 64, the standard one. I'm not sure if it's a life form or a creation of the Neros, because it looks like both. These are Neros, more. Also Neros. Just water, the breeze. Nothing. I'm not sure what it is. This looks like a chopped life form, not like a living one. Water debris, Neros. This is probably, I mean, many Neros. It's very, I mean, it's kind of like interesting to like there is so much Neros. I mean, it's P. My P usually do not contain that many Neros. It's more like, I mean, this kind of concentration is like more, you can find it like in my semen, but not in my pee or my saliva or my blood. I mean, but because my semen contains the most, like, I mean, by density, but I mean, the saliva and the pee and like the blood contains much less. But this specific sample, we see much more than we've used to in the pee, like Neros. And a little bit of life form. So this is the life form here, but not much. Overall, it's a good like, so it's a good slide. I want to be quick, so let's just go over the other two without much, like, I mean, discussion, because I want to continue doing my things, and like this is only a periodical like examination. Okay. Not sure what it is. It looks like the breeze, but I mean, it's not like life form, but it's more Neros. More Neros and maybe a life form. I'm not sure. Yes. Okay, but not. So this is a life form, and it's not that big, but we definitely want to see less of these. More Neros. So yeah, a lot of Neros actually. Not sure why. Maybe because of, like, I mean, the container that, I mean, that we had, like, that tells them to create. I mean, but I mean, so but it's, I mean, usually when you do such a thing for like the symbolic containers, it's much slower, because I've just now like finished, because I started with like the speaker that, I mean, that the order was to eliminate life forms, and only after that, like about a couple of hours, I constructed the other one that should create Neros. And if it's actually because of that, it means that it worked very quickly, the symbolic one. Life form. Chopped life form? I don't know. Okay, this is not nice at all. We don't want to see this. This is like pretty large one, and we hate those. So yeah, there is still a work to be done, but most of it is clear. This is all debris. I mean, nothing here. So situation is getting better. Let's just take a look at the last one. I can say that, I mean, I don't want to like do a thorough examination, because it will take time and it's actually not needed. I mean, yes, there are still life form. We know that. I mean, I just want to get like a notion of like how statistically how many. And I mean, I see that. I mean, it's kind of like in a very good. I mean, it's a good like direction. I mean, with time we see less and less life forms. So I mean, I'm satisfied with like direction. It's certainly better than, I mean, of like the slide when we started, and the one that we had like after, I mean, the wrong command of creating the life forms instead of like killing them. So let's take a look at the third one. Okay, it's not a good start, even though they are small, but I mean, it's difficult to focus for some reason. Just a second. Definitely life form. These are the breeze. I mean, what's interesting is that these life forms, I mean, are surrounded by constructions of the Neros. So, I mean, the Neros knows about them, but They didn't kill the that's bad news. This is disgusting, and we don't want this stuff. The good news is that it's all surrounded by like works of the Neros. That, I mean, the Neros knows about them, and I mean, hopefully they're going to kill them. I mean, but they did something with them. I mean, they didn't go unnoticed. I mean, let's hope that, I mean, it's like they are on their way to be like chopped meat or shawarma. Okay, so this is the worst slide of the three. We see Neros, we see, I mean, life forms, not many, but we've seen one that is very, very big, and I really don't want to see these ones. I mean, I want to reach to the point that we only see like very small ones, and of course later that we don't see anything at all. But yeah, we still see, we've seen big one now, and that's, so that's, I mean, it's a bummer, but I mean, okay, still, I think we are still in a good trajectory, and I will try to think how to like I mean, use my like the containers in a better way. I have an issue with the electricity now because I only have one, like, I mean, the transformers, I mean, I think that they become weaker. Is that a thing? They become like weaker with time? I mean, I don't know, because it seems to me that all of them became weaker besides the weakest, which is 1 volt 1 ampere, and the strongest, which is like 30 or 40 volts, and they work very well. But everything in between, like the 12 volts, the 5, the 3, I mean, they don't do their job very well. And maybe I need just more transformers, or maybe just coincident. But I will try how to, like, I mean, I'll amplify the work, and also perhaps amplify the process of eliminating the iPhones. I think that we have, like, I mean, these 3 slides are overall they're good. I mean, they're better than before, and I mean, we only do it for like 2 or 3 days. I mean, and one day was like a serious setback. So let's see how it goes like tomorrow morning. And overall, I think that, I mean, we are in a good like position. And also, it should be mentioned again that, I mean, what we've seen now is that a very large amount of Neros in relation to what is usually found in P, because this is just it's P. It's not P mixed with like other like semen or other like mixtures. It's just P, and I just P'd now. I mean, so they didn't have like time to multiply or something like that. And in the first 2 slides, we've seen like a ton of Neros, and in the third one, we actually seen much less and more life forms. But I mean, that's why you take several samples, because I mean, because they might be different. So you want to like to go like in the safe side, like from statistically. But yes, I mean, it could be argued, definitely could be argued that, I mean, there are more Neros in the P because of this command, like creating the Neros in this like silver container. Yes, this is more than like probable, because I mean, I've never seen so many Neros in like fresh P that, I mean, I just extracted from my body. Okay, so that's it for now.